I will be reading this book. The book is titled Next Time I Will. It is a book that I've been reading since my childhood. I would like to share it with you, the audience. It is from Bank Street, ready to read. It's a level 1 reading book for kids. Next Time I Will, an old English tale. Retold by Doris Orgel, illustrated by Betsy. Today I'll be reading it. I will not have the opportunity to provide illustrations. It is a Bonsom Little Rooster book. For America's most trusted name in early childhood education. It is a great book. It is stuck in the back of my mind since I was a kid, and I love to share it with everybody. So without further ado, let's begin. Just one of the illustrations I could provide today. Let us proceed. In a humble hut in the woods lived a good-hearted boy named Bill. His mother earned their bread by spinning yarn, but it was not enough. One Monday, they only ate cabbage soup for supper and were hungry all night long. On Tuesday morning, Bill said, I am old enough now, Mother. I will go out and find work. So he put on his shabby coat and set out. On his way, he passed a fine, big house on a hill. Who lives there, he wondered. A rich man lived there with his daughter Sally. Sally was a sad girl who never spoke. She never laughed or even smiled. Her father called in many doctors. They tried many medicines, but it was no use. Bill passed the rich man's house and soon found work on a farm. He worked cheerfully all day, and the farmer paid him a penny. The penny gleamed in his hand. Bill was happy and proud. But on his way home, the penny fell into a brook. Silly Bill, said his mother, why didn't you put it in your pocket? Next time I will, said Bill. The next day, Bill worked in a cow barn. He milked the cows and got paid a jar of good fresh milk. He put the jar in his pocket, but the pocket ripped and out spilled the milk. When he got home, not a drop was left. What a pity, said his mother. Why didn't you carry it on your head? Next time I will, said Bill. The next day, Bill herded goats. He got paid a soft, smelly cheese. He carried it home on his head, but it melted. It stuck to his hair in clumps. It ran down his face and neck. Ugh, what a mess, cried his mother. Why didn't you carry it in your hands? And Bill said, next time I will. On Friday, Bill worked for a baker. The baker was poor himself. All he could give Bill for pay was a big old cat. Bill tried to carry it in his hands, but the cat wiggled so much Bill had to let it go. He came home with nothing but scratches. How foolish, cried his mother. Why didn't you tie it with the string and pull it? Next time I will, said Bill. On Saturday, he worked for a butcher. The butcher gave Bill a good piece of meat. Bill tied it with a string and pulled it home through muck and mud. I gotta show you this picture. You numbskull, cried his mother. Now we have no Sunday dinner. Why didn't you carry it on your shoulder? And Bill said, next time I will. Bill felt very bad. He wanted to make up for it, so he worked the next day even though it was Sunday. This time his pay was a good gray donkey. Poor Bill. He had a hard time lifting that donkey onto his shoulders, but at last he did it and struggled home. Silent Sally and her father looked out the window. Sally was as sad as ever. Then she saw Bill climb the hill with a donkey around his neck. The donkey's hind legs dangled down. His front legs danced in the air. His tail swung to and fro. Eeyaw! Eeyaw! He brayed. And do you know what happened? Sally started smiling. Yes. Then she laughed. Then she spoke. "Who is that funny fellow?" said Sally loud and clear. "You spoke," cried her father. He rushed outside to Bill. "You made my daughter speak and laugh at last. Tell me, how can we thank you?" Bill ran home all excited. "Mother, put on your Sunday dress." "What for?" she sighed. "We have no Sunday dinner." But Bill said, "Just come with me." He took her to the house on the hill. They had a wonderful dinner. Fresh ham and sweet potato pie. "Come back every Sunday," said Sally and her father. Then they give Bill and his mother a special parting gift. A great basket filled with good things to eat. "Mother, are you pleased now?" asked Bill. "Yes, very pleased," she replied, "for you have a kind heart, dear Bill, and can make people laugh. Those are the best gifts of all." Now, I like this story a lot. It's one of the first books I read when I was a kid. My mother got it for me from, I believe it was Rock Bottom at the time, back in New York, the stores like a Dwayne Reed, Eckerd nowadays. It was a great book, obviously, to read, a kid, to learn to read. But the story in itself, it applies to my life because I spent my whole life saying, next time I will, next time I will. And that's how I learn. I always learn things the hard way. My father always told me I'm going to grow up having a hard life. He wasn't lying when he said that. I do have a kind of heart like the character in the story, Bill. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to see nobody hurt. I like to give. I like to help. I'll give everybody my last whatever it is I got. The only thing is I've learned is that I am an addict. And I will not give my last drug, which is sad. But that's where I'm at right now. I like the stories because it has a good message. It provides the audience with a person who's willing to do what they have to do for their family to help his mother. For whatever reason, maybe back then it was autism or whatever, but he set out every day to work hard to do what he had to do. Maybe he wasn't the smartest kid, but he still went out and did what he had to do, unlike people nowadays. As for the girl, Sally, she's like a lot of, I guess, girls nowadays. They quiet, they home, they're sad. Maybe they need a guy in their life. Maybe, who knows? But I've noticed in my experience relationships, if you can make your girl laugh in the right way, she'll stay with you because she needs that in her life. She has enough negativity, enough pain, enough emotional distress going on that if you can help her and you can make her laugh and help her forget about that even for a little bit, she's going to want to stay with you. You make her laugh. That's the greatest gift you can give anybody. A lot of times when people laugh, they forget about what's bothering them and they become a better person. They can use that ability to go ahead and forget about the bad things. Not forget about them, not acknowledge them and take care of them later, but not let them get them down, and they can find themselves in a better place in their mind and their soul, and they can go about with their life, I like this story too because it's funny because this kid was trying everything to help out his family, even though at the end, you know, he still carried a donkey on his shoulders, you know, but it made the girl laugh, and who knows, maybe they grew up happily ever after, and who knows, but I think it's a great story. I think it was perfect for kids, and even though I'm 30 years old and I'm still reading this book, I think it's a great book, and even makes me smile today. And I need a lot of smile. I need a lot of happiness in my life, because I don't got a whole lot of things going on with the addiction and everything else. So if you watch this and you enjoyed it, please share, like, subscribe, whatever it is that they say in the YouTube. I just felt like I had to do this. It's 4th of July, so I hope you all have a happy 4th of July. I'm not really having the whole great one. I don't have anybody really right now to share it with. My girlfriend passed away not too long ago. But I'm here, I'm still alive, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is I'm going to do with my life. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I want something nice and smart to conclude with to say, but I can't think of nothing except thank you and enjoy. Take care.